I still got bruises, you know. Lucky I went easy on you. Ah, it's you. Hello, mister. So old Bob Crawford was livid about his coach getting robbed. I was very sympathetic. After a little tchotchke, are we? Bye. Stay safe and quiet now. Hello again.
That's it, boy.
Bury him, boss!
You're fixing to make me mad, huh?
Wait a minute. Is that who I think it is? Been a long time. So, what are you aiming for today? Well, let me know what you want. I'll bring it out. You'll see a few people in town with that, too.
Pretty nice out, huh? Damn powerful.
It does seem strange to me that they'd need so many guards at Cornwall, kerosene, and tar. Must be something else going on there. If it weren't for all the bounties running around New Hanover, I'd be out of business.
Mind your business. This wind is gonna blow me head over heels. This'll blow
It's yours now. Good, good. The sheriff's gotten after himself at one point. Carry it with pride. I bet this'll shoot better with some new sights. Smile on your face, guaranteed. You thought about upgrading the stock? I got some nice ones. You'll love it. You know what? I bet I can make this piece work a lot better for you. Bolts, triggers, parts, back here.
Can't say I'm surprised.
You want to make this really yours? Give it a personal engraving. Could go for some poker. Perhaps you could join me later in Smithfield's. Jacob Worth is a friend of mine. I admire him, but he's just about the worst poker player in all of Valentine. The more bounty posters that go up, the more people flock to my shop. Plenty of reason for that in Valentine. Yep, this is the one. I got some nice carved stocks here. I think you should take one. It's yours now. We could do a lot with this. New trigger, brand new bolt, your pick. Good, good. I'd just like to give this a personal touch with some engraving. I sold my old blunderbuss to a bounty hunter last week. That boy's out looking to get someone, that's for sure.
Seem to recall hearing mention of that myself.
Just remembered I put my pistol down as a bid in poker the other night. I can't recall who won that, though. Damn. Jacob Worth is a friend of mine. I admire him, but he's just about the worst poker player in all of Valentine.
How goes, friend? Never better. Taking all the jobs around here. Ain't no wonder we're all turning to crime. This goddamn place is rotten to the core.
If that paper boy stays at that post next to my shop any longer, I may lose it. Very dangerous for a gunsmith to snap.
I moved down here to get away from my drunk pappy. And guess what? His old bartender set up shop just down the road. Well, I'll be. Anyway.
I'm looking forward to testing this out.
Good. Ain't no trace of rust on that as far as I can see. You know what? I bet I can make this piece work a lot better for you. Bolts, triggers, parts, back here.
That's more like it.
My brother Jake got locked up fighting again. I reckon it weren't the first time that happened.
You want to make this really yours? Give it a personal engraving. If it weren't for all the bounties running around New Hanover, I'd be out of business. If it weren't for all the bounties running around New Hanover, I'd be out of business.
When I first moved here, you only needed a single lawman to keep the peace. We need a lot more than that now.
You keep treating that like your own child, all right? Good on you. We could do a lot with this. New trigger, brand new bolt, your pick. Smart addition. I'd just like to give this a personal touch with some engraving. The more bounty posters that go up, the more people flock to my shop. Plenty of reason for that in Valentine. Jacob Worth is a friend of mine. I admire him, but he's just about the worst poker player in all of Valentine. It's beautiful condition. Keep it up. You know what? I bet I can make this piece work a lot better for you. Bolts, triggers, parts, back here. Good. Ain't no trace of rust on that as far as I can see. You thought about upgrading the stock? I got some nice ones. Essential, I reckon. You want to make this really yours? Give it a personal engraving. If it weren't for all the bounties running around New Hanover, I'd be out of business. The more bounty posters that go up, the more people flock to my shop. Plenty of reason for that in Valentine.
Well, you know, they caught Jenny's boy pitching apples from the county store.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Jacob Worth is a friend of mine. I admire him, but he's just about the worst poker player in all of Valentine. I'd just like to give this a personal touch with some engraving. Old Crawford at Carmody Dell had a wagon stolen from his barn.
Thanks for your assistance.
Someone's gonna help us.
Time to go, boy.
Howdy.
Somebody, please.
There, boy.
Hello.
Yeah! Hey, move it!
What are you doing to that horse? It's starving. Got some room in the stable here. I'll give you a fair price. Sounds odd to say, but I might be in love with this horse. It's that good.
Anyway. Okay, well.
I've bred, handled, cared for, and trained more horses than anyone else in the state. You ask around. You're gonna want a saddle that fits for you and the horse. You see any of the chickens yet? Every morning I wake up to those damn birds clucking away. You won't find anyone better with horses than me. That's a fact. You know, there's nothing worse than a drunk rider coming in here. The things they do to their horses, it ain't right.
Move, will ya?
You know, I've lived here my whole life. Seen this place go through hell and back, and I wouldn't change a thing. As soon as you sit down, you're gonna wonder why you didn't buy this sooner. Came to the right shop today, that I guarantee. I can't tell you how many times I use that one. That's a good choice. High quality. Oh yeah, that was a smart choice for your saddle. That's the same one I use too. I had a drunk fella try and steal a saddle the other day. He thought it would fit under his shirt, the idiot. Mm-hmm. This horse will pass for nobility when I'm through. I'll make this horse prettier than you. Good choice. This'll work wonders. I'm happy to sell you another. Another, eh? Another? All right. Need a break from that horse. They're always welcome back.
Not bad, girl.
Got real bad nerves. I can't work. Can you give me some money?
Well, looky here. Maybe this is our man.
You a bounty hunter, mister?
Maybe. It depends.
Well, I'm guessing you ain't here to pass the day, turn yourself in, or discuss the finer points of county law. Then I don't need to know much more than that, till I got a reason to.
All right.
You smell that? This here's a livestock town, mister. Attracts delinquents and reprobates like flies. Now, I'm not a fellow to pass a quick judgment, but I've been around long enough to know you don't hire a saint to catch a sinner. You bring me what I need, and I'll pay you well, and I won't ask no questions.
So, what is it you need?
Why don't you have a look at that poster on the wall over there?
He's a low-down huckster. He's been poisoning folks with his miracle cure from here to Annesburg. Killed more than Landon Ricketts without even pulling a trigger. Gets some kind of sick satisfaction out of it.
The fella over at the saloon says he thought he saw him by the gorge straight north of here. You think you can bring him in? The money's good. I need him alive, though. I want to make sure the women he witted get compensated before he swings.
I'll see what I can do.
Well, good luck to you. And we need him alive. That's an important point.
Alive, I got it. Oh, what we got here? Are you Benedict Albright?
Oh, sir?
Huh. Kinda look like him. And I was told he'd be up here.
No, not me, sir.
It's because I want to buy some medicine. And I heard good things. I'll pay in gold if you could help me find him. It's just my mother's real sick.
Oh, well, if that's the case, for a sick woman, I'd be happy to help. I'm a healer, you know? A medical man. Finest medicine in the state.
Game's over, mister. Put your hands up. I'm taking you in.
Taking me in? What for?
Apparently that stuff you're pushing is killing folk. There's a price on your head. I don't know, it ain't my business.
Come on, partner, that's crap. I'm a healer. I got an aura. I speak to spirits. I'm a scientist. Folks get real angry for no good reason. This is a mistake.
Keep your hands up, buddy. They only want you for questioning.
I have to insist that this is a mistake.
Don't be a fool.
Hold on. I'm slipping. Shit. Oh, you saved me.
Now come on, buddy, let's make this easy.
What, you taking me in?
It's just for questioning.
Oh, you saved my life.
Ain't we had enough drama?
I'd be better off jumping.
They expressly told me not to kill you.
Oh, this is about you.
Don't jump!
Or what? You can't shoot me, no!
Please.
I'll take my chance.
Come here!
Bye, friend!
Really do not like you. I gotta cross. Swim to the edge. Grab onto something. All right. Look out, the rapids. Hold your breath. Get over to the bank!
Help! Help! Have you got a lasso?
Come here. Come here.
Who made you God, friend? Who made you judge?
I'm only in it for the money.
That's even worse.
I'm sure it does seem that way. All right, let's take you in.
Just passing through. No business with you.
Yeah, good girl.
Sir, I think I must be suffering from exposure.
Suffer a little longer.
I seem to keep blacking out.
You do seem to keep blacking out.
You more and... Oh, my lord. I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Mrs. Calthorpe was just leaving.
Sure. Where you want him?
Cell in the back.
Oh, there's been some terrible mistake. I never did it. Any of it.
I thought I told you to shut up, partner.
Oh, but I told
But
you.
nothing. Shut up. And, good luck. It's been real fun.
You ain't much of a man. You ask folks for forgiveness, you remember this, partner?
I've already forgotten. Now, sure, how much was you offering?
$50. Here.
Thank you. Madam.
Please, remember what I told you.
Come on, girl.
Is there something wrong with your head?
Welcome. After a ticket?
Ticket for one, please.
We'll be starting soon, just inside the tent there.
Welcome, one and all, to the remarkable example of modern entertainment at its finest. Now, most of you young'uns, I'm sure, know about our great national hero and pioneer, Josiah Blackwater. Him that gave the town of Blackwater its nomenclature. You see, only about 100 years ago, weren't nothing here but big old forest, ferocious beasts, surly savages, arid deserts, and unconquered mountains. The West, well, the whole West was untamed. Your mama probably told you bedtime stories about Josiah's many adventures. But I'm gonna tell you a story you ain't likely to have heard about his possum hat. Now, Josiah Blackwater was born in the year of our Lord 1782 in a log cabin just west of Ansburg. He was a special boy. His pa gave him his first rifle when he was 3 years old. Boy, he took to it right away. He exclaimed, "There's a whole mess of critters out there in the woods that aim to eat us, so I'm gonna consume them first." Yes, sir. He really took to killing all manner of things. He was such a keen shot. One morning, he was sorting up some winter turnips for the root cellar when a big old bear and her cubs came in the kitchen hunting for food. It had a mind to eat up all the jams and preserves. Josiah grabbed that bear and wrestled her to the ground and squeezed and squeezed and squeezed. He whooped the tar clean out of that big old critter. Then he tied her up and grabbed them cubs and ground them into sausages while the mama bear watched. That's fine eating. His ma and pa knew right then he was cut out to be the finest wild frontiersman that ever drew breath. But first, they wanted him to get some book learning. After only 3 days of attending school, Josiah beat the living daylights out of the Cloud bully and announced to his daddy that he was tired of ciphering and mathematics on account it's only good for adding up the number of critters or Indians you can kill. So he ran away from home and headed west. Now, these lands were occupied by savages then, and when Josiah Blackwater came scouting through, he recognized it to be a land of splendor, wasted on those that couldn't appreciate it on account of worshiping false idols. He got rid of all them pesky buffalo, and thereby ensured those infernal Injuns didn't have nothing to eat. Of course, that got them mightily riled up, so he had to slaughter all of them, too. Just like his daddy had once done to the Redcoats in 1775. Right about that time, he met an Indian girl he took pity on account of having annihilated her family. She was 12 years old, and so he took her as his wife. She gave him 2 sons before she died of typhus. Now, y'all know that Josiah Blackwater wore a possum for a hat, but most don't know how that came to be. Well, one day, old Josiah was riding a couple of alligators down the Lanahatchee River, riding, standing up, and shooting eagles right out of the sky, when he sees a big old mountain lion about to eat a possum. Josiah grabbed that mountain lion by the tail and wrestled it till it was plumb dead. Well, that possum really took to Josiah. Followed him around like a dog loyal to its master. Yes, they had a lot of adventures together. Now, Josiah never cried a day in his life, but he pert near did on the day that possum passed, for they were mighty fine friends. So he skinned it and made it into a hat. Back in them days, a possum skin was as good as money, but he never parted with that hat, not even for $10. Once he founded the town of Blackwater, he sent word for settlers to come. It was the last stop in the west before San Francisco. He met a girl by the name of Rufina Helsby at a barn dance one night, took her as his wife, and settled down. Built himself a cattle empire and had 14 youngins. But Josiah Blackwater wasn't the home-loving kind, and he grew mighty restless. One day on the courthouse steps, he announced, "You may all go to hell, and I will go to Saint Denis." And so he did. Enjoyed French pursuits of strumpets and wanton gluttony, which is where he came upon the idea of running for Congress. He wore that possum hat every day as a congressman, as a reminder of where he come from, saying, "I may live in barbaric splendor, but I always remember, keep your friends close and your gun closer, because you don't know when you might have to shoot them."